All right, welcome here to Dojo Talk Presents. Jody said it first. We're here to kick it out and talk about this Ja Morant situation, the future of the Grizzlies, and Marcus Smart traded.
Marcus Smart.
What?
Porzingis to the Celtics.
Porzingis to the Celtics. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be some nasty work right there. You got Jason Tatum, Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, man, and then the only thing I can say that was wrong about that to me, how do you trade away your defense?
Yeah, Smart just won Defense Player of the Year last year. He the heart and soul of that team. He really the leader.
That's what I'm saying.
When everybody was talking about, get split apart, Tatum and Brown, Smart was the one that brought them together.
Exactly. So now you don't have that median. It's like Draymond leaving the Warriors.
And Porzingis ain't no. He ain't no leader.
Porzingis got the bread. Let's keep it a buck.
Porzingis a baller. I still feel Luka fucked up, not making it work with Porzingis.
For real.
And I love Luka. I put Mavs fans on Luka, but the Grizzlies. Ja. That's my boy, man. I love Ja. These kids love Ja. Ja shoots over that in like 25 minutes or something.
Yeah.
My son, my 14-year-old favorite player is Ja.
Ja.
I didn't think nobody would end up being his favorite player over Giannis, but Ja making some poor decisions. I'm really disappointed in Adam Silver, man.
Well, why are you disappointed in Adam though?
Because the day that he did his first press release for the finals, he said we, discovered some new things. I'm not gonna take away from these finals because he understood it was Denver and Miami. It wasn't the sexy finals. So he understood that the name Ja Morant would probably reign over both of these two teams. So I respected his decision, but I expected it to be a minimum of 41 games. 41 is half of the season. This has been a repeat thing with Ja. He got to learn, and I just don't.
So you saying the consequence should have been what it was, not what they made it?
No, I feel like he should have got more games. He only got 25 games.
That's what I'm saying. You feel like the consequence should have been the initial 40.
Yeah.
Versus the 25.
At least 41. I felt like he should have got 25. And Javion, my son, he remembered when the situation in March happened.
Yeah. I remember.
I said he should have got 25 in. Because it was about 25 games left in the season.
Cut that out. Cut him loose.
I said suspend him for the rest of the regular season. Let him come back for the playoffs. But suspend him for the rest of the regular season.
Now the thing of it is with the 25 games, now how does that work though? Because you're going to put him in, you said that you want to exclude him from the trophies and awards and all that stuff, but if you let him get 25 games, he still gets to compete for the postseason. I would say that's more of a lawyer move than maybe an agent.
What it was, the 25 games will take him out of contention. He won't be able to make any kind of All-NBA. He won't be able to make, especially with it being 25 games at the beginning of the season, he won't be an All-Star unless he's voted in, which he probably will.
Of course.
He's one of the most popular players in the league, so he probably still. I remember Yao Ming and Vince Carter got voted to start, and they probably had played like 5 games. So he'll still be an All-Star, but he won't be able to make an All-NBA. He won't be able to get those incentives that can make him make more money.
Nah, that's true. That is true. That more money is what he's gonna need. But now my thing is with him, we are not seeing him be accountable. That's my only thing.
Exactly, and then that's where I don't like. I feel like 25 games is a slap on the wrist. I feel like he having a parade in his city.
Yeah,
with 25 games, because 25 games ain't shit. I mean,
yeah,
he gonna miss that money. That bread gonna hurt him. But I feel like for him to have really learned something from this, 41. Because 41. How you didn't learn when you was in that club in Colorado? People talk about how it's legal for him to have guns. Actually, it's not legal for him to have one in Colorado.
Well, that being an aspect is actually only wrong only if he has a license. But even at that point, the contract,
he has to follow
the NBA contract regulations. I should not be flashing the gun. I am a role model.
Exactly.
That's just like anything else. That if you're a role model to a kid. If you sign a contract, you got to do what's right by that contract. In the fine print, it says you have to be an upstanding individual, and that's the part I'm talking about.
And when we talk about the future of the Grizzlies, they were number 2 this season. I forgot what seed they were last year, but I didn't.
See, last year they were number 3 or number 1.
I was about to say number 3. I think they were number 3. I didn't believe in them last year. I didn't believe in them this year. Of course, my Lakers had them first round, so I knew it was going to be.
I'm going to be honest, though. They really, without all these distractions, if Ja would have just played basketball, could have beat the Lakers.
Nah, they wasn't gonna beat us.
They could have beat the Lakers.
You saw how AD, you know, everybody on my Facebook knows, and on my Twitter before Nicki Minaj got me kicked off of it. But everybody knows that I'm AD's biggest critic.
I am too. He's soft.
AD gets on my fucking nerves.
But
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's another topic.
But they wasn't gonna beat us. They wasn't gonna beat us, bro.
I don't know, man. I feel like with all the distractions, if they would have came in more humble, and what I mean by humble, I don't mean it's like they got to devalue themselves.
Well, check this out.
But I feel like they also had to bring down their confidence level just a little bit to
And
say, I got to be a dog today.
I feel you, but we ain't gonna talk about how you hate LeBron. But
that ain't hate.
No, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that was hate. But if they were to beat us, they wasn't gonna beat the Warriors.
True, they were not gonna beat the Warriors. So either way it goes, it was a good deal for them.
They would have took it. But this coming up season, we got to see what's gonna happen. You know,
So,
Dylan Brooks ain't gonna be there.
I was gonna say Dylan Brooks is now gone because they did not want to sign him back after LeBron did him the way he did him, which I understood.
I'm gonna be honest though. I'm not no big Dylan Brooks fan, but he brings value to that team.
I liked him because he was a scrappy dude on defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He brings value to that team, and you got to respect the way he plays on that. I don't expect him to go out and get 15, 20 points, but just hold it down, play your part.
Yeah,
and unless they replace him with somebody who can do exactly what he does, but maybe to a level better, they gonna hurt from that. And like I said, I don't see them. You know, that they might be a play-in team.
Now, see, the craziest part about that, Marcus Smart is also the same type of dude.
And you know what? You're right. That's what we got to discuss. So Marcus Smart, I know a year or two ago, you think about Danny Green got traded to the Grizzlies. I'm not gonna play. Give me a buyout. Andre Iguodala, my birthday twin, got traded to the Grizzlies. I'm not gonna play. Give me a buyout.
Yeah.
And them young boys took all that shit personal.
They did.
They took that shit personal, and I respected that. That's why I had love and respect for him, because I fuck with John. But Marcus Smart, he actually might play, just knowing
what they got.
Exactly.
And he'll be a number 3 guy versus a number 4.
And then while Ja is out, he can establish what he establishes as a leader. And to be honest with you, I have to give Memphis, the organization, credit for pulling off this deal,
because they are getting crazy.
Marcus Smart is one of the type of vets that Ja needs.
He does. He needs guidance. He needs to be settled down.
He's a guard, smart from Texas. He done came from humble beginnings. He hard nosed. He all about that action, work,
the defense, getting it done.
He gonna tell Ja the same way he told Jalen and Jason and everybody else in Boston. He gonna tell Ja what he needs to hear over what he wants to hear.
That's
and
right.
I feel like right now, Ja's dad, is who I would have been most disappointed in, even more so than Ja, because at the end of the day, Ja a kid.
And you gotta put him to the side.
Ja 23. I'm 36 years old, so to me, Ja is a kid.
My favorite slogan, I learned this from my dad as a youngster. If you give a fool $1 million,
salute to your dad, legend.
Exactly. If you give a fool $1 million, he's just a fool.
He's just a fool
with $1 million.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, he's a kid. He listens to young boy. He got both parents, and everybody want to say, well, he didn't grow up like that. Well, we don't really know what he actually grew up like.
Yeah, we really know.
So we're going to stop that narrative, because you can come from a 2 good home background. I see dudes in my neighborhood every day who grew up non-Mo Street, none of that. Now they out here big thugging.
Yeah.
So you can't decide the household. It's the character.
Right.
It's the mind state and the ideology of the person.
The reason I've been most disappointed in T is because, and I got on my son's ass for this. I didn't just get on his ass, but I said,
you was talking to him,
and I let him know. I was like, hey, basically, bro, you need to find a new role model if you gonna decide to be to love a basketball player as a role model. No, my number one, or my son's number one role model is me, because he has me. I didn't have what he has, so I looked up to Master P. I looked up to Tupac. I looked up to Deion Sanders. I looked up to Kobe. I looked up to all of these players, Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying? All these people
guys
that you see
who put
on
those
TV.
motivations out there.
My son has me number one, so even though he loves Ja, he knows and understands that Ja is being an idiot right now.
At least we hope so, because just because we give it to them don't mean they gotta sustain it and take it.
Of course, exactly. But I mean, I'm disappointed in T because, bro,
as a father,
you're a great father being there
and getting him where he was.
But it's like right now, exactly. Ja is where he's at because of T. But
T need to do what he supposed to do to keep him there.
T gotta stop being
his friend.
This celebrity dad that's happy to take pictures with Usher.
Yeah.
And talk to Shannon.
He done got on the fame.
He got on glasses at all the games and this and that. Bro, sit your son down and dig in your son's ass. And people say, I keep seeing this narrative online, well, he can't do it no more. Ja the breadwinner.
Yeah, right. Money. I ain't never let a kid, just because they make money, make my decisions as a dad.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
If you want to make these decisions, I'm going to turn my back on it. You're going to go fall by yourself.
You're a grown man. It's your money. It's your life. However, I'm still your father. It's my job to tell you what you need to hear and guide you. If you choose not to listen, that's fine.
Yeah, but but at that point, when I do this,
exactly.
It's all on you.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna sit here and take the fall with you.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think this coming season, this is just an early prediction. You know, I can make a more accurate prediction in a couple of months after we see what goes on through the draft, the trades, the free agency.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna call it now. Call me what you want to call me, but at this point, I'm gonna say Memphis Grizzlies are coming in at 5. That's where they're gonna land the season. 5.
I'm looking at between that 5 and 7 range as well. You know, if they're 7, they're a play-in team, and I'm looking at about that 5 to 7 range.
Okay, so we both saying that this is a good deal.
Yeah. Smart should be good. If he stays and he plays, he's gonna be great as a mentor to Ja. And playing alongside Ja, because you know Marcus, like I said, that's the first point guard defensive player of the year since Gary Payton.
Okay,
you know, he definitely gonna bring something nice.
All right.